Hello and welcome to a new energy report, this time from the pool. And it's not, that I want to brag, although I'm pretty proud of this amazing space that I'm living in, but it's more so that the idea is that water actually represents clarity and cleansing and purity. So the idea is that when you are in water, like you are more clear and more present, and I believe that whatever I'm transmitting now will be more clear and more pure. So yeah, let's talk about the energies for June. It's super exciting. I haven't done an energy report for a while, but this one is definitely super exciting. So I'm happy to share that we're entering a new cycle today in the Mayan Dreamspell Calendar, which is the wizard. And the wizard is the shaman energy. It's a magician. It's representing enchantment and timelessness and receptivity. And what that means is that in the next 13 days, if we are willing and open ourselves to receive the magic of life, meaning that there's a lot more going on in our reality and perception than we were taught, to believe. So, all those things in the realms of fantasy, they might show up in one way or another to you if you're willing to, perceive them. So basically the wheel between the different dimensions is lifted, and in general, just it's an invitation to realize that life is communicating with us, that everything that happens is not coincidental at all, and that life is constantly trying to guide us in a certain direction, and especially nature is a really strong guide, So if you can find yourself in nature and just, listen within and also perceive your surrounding and be like really attentive, signs might show up, like if you have a question like regarding some decisions you have to make or guidance or just something that you need support with. Now in this cycle it's really strong, like your guides can really come through stronger, and in nature and all the spirits, they can communicate a lot clearer with you if you are willing and open and receptive, right? That's the important part. So that is super cool. And then in addition to that, the theme of the month of June is mass awakening again. And I know, some of us have heard that a long time, but it's happening in waves, like we all know the energies are increasing. And with that, our consciousness is affected. And with that, the way that we create a reality is affected. But the theme for this month in particular is to balance the lower three chakras. So our energy centers, like the root chakra, the sacral chakra, and the solar plexus chakra. And that's really important and really supportive. Because if those three chakras are not balanced, we don't have any stability, right? And if we want to go forward into this next paradigm of a higher vibration and a higher consciousness and a higher expression of ourselves, we need to work on those three chakras. And this month is a big invitation for that. And the themes, that are related to the chakras, let's start like from low to high. So the root chakra is probably the strongest present at the moment, in a sense that it's connected to the feeling of fear, insecurity, ungroundedness, and instability if the root chakra is not balanced, right? So the invitation is, with everything that's happening in this month, is to go beyond that fear and embrace the unknown and breathe through it and realize our limiting beliefs and realize that we are creating our own reality based on our beliefs, and it's time, to find out those beliefs and to identify them and to change them. And, so this is like the most important thing in order to continue the journey up to the higher chakras. So there might things happen around that feeling of, financial abundance, security, stability, all those things. They might seem to challenge us in a way, but it's just an invitation to stand more firm and to be more grounded and to let more go of those old ideas and beliefs, because the truth is we are all infinite, abundant beings, and we're creating our own reality. and there is no limit to what we can create, except what the limits that we set ourselves with our belief systems, right? So every idea of, abundance and lack and all those lower vibrations, those are beliefs that are not necessarily true. That is something that we can choose to believe and create, but the opposite is also true. So the invitation is, to see each challenge as an invitation for you to show you actually, okay, clearly here you're out of alignment and you can choose something else. You can proactively choose to rewrite your story, rewrite your victimhood into a conscious personal ownership and creating your own reality. And so once this is done, then we come to the the sacral chakra, which is the chakra of the sexual energy, but it's also the chakra that governs creativity, right? So that is super important as well. So because we are here to create, we are creator beings, and this brings us joy, right? So whatever, brings you joy in terms of creating, for me it's music, obviously, but if you like to paint or dance or write poetry or whatever, it's really important to connect with this, because, those passions and those energies that, flow through our sacral chakra are creative energies, and they are connected to our mission, actually, to our purpose. Whatever excites us, whatever we feel passionate about, and what makes us really feel juicy and really excited and happy, those are the things that we're supposed to be doing anyway. And those are the things, if we follow them and do them without expectation, just for the sake of doing them, they will create abundance for us, and they will support us, and they will lift us up, because joy is a very high frequency. Passion, excitement, it's related to love, creativity, all those things are super beautiful. So anyway, so this is the sacral chakra, but then we have the solar plexus, which is also really important, and this represents our self-worth. It's the sun, basically our inner sun, and if we are shining or not. And if we are not shining, it might be related to the root chakra again, because there's fear. There might be fear to show ourselves, there might be fear to be vulnerable, there might be fear of being ridiculed, or there might be even fear of our own power and our own light, because when we have shown that maybe as a kid it was judged as too much or not welcome, so we were hiding the light. But now it's a time to shine, and it's really important to realize our worth, and that it's not measured based on what the outside is reflecting back to us. If you think what you're worth depends on how people and their reality is reflecting it back to you, and you're trying to get confirmation of your worth outside of yourself, it's not going to happen. It's just showing you what you believe about yourself. So it's a good invitation to investigate and see what you believe about yourself, and is this really true, right? And there might be beliefs like, I'm not good enough, I'm not worth it, I don't deserve this or that, and who am I, to go out in the world and present myself, and nobody wants to see me or listen to me or whatever. All those things, they are also like limiting beliefs that hold you back from shining and doing things that you would like to do, actually, and follow your path. So the invitation is just, to use this month to be receptive to the magic and be attentive and listen and open yourself up to higher guidance, to the shamanic realities that are around you, higher realms, astral realms, dream time, all that stuff is really heightened and really wants to communicate with you and really wants to bring you on your path. If you're not already following it, if you're already on your path, you get more clarity and more guidance and more affirmation, and to really let go, of the residue, low vibrations that still might be there. It's always coming in waves. This one is supporting us big time, and I wish you all a beautiful journey, balancing your 3 chakras and receiving the magic and shining your light and creating your own reality, which is multidimensional, and there's many expressions and many truths, and I hope you align with yours to the highest degree possible. And I send you much love and blessings from Costa Rica.